Hey friends. Like everybody, when I meet somebody, they ask me, what do you do? What do you do for a living? Whatever. And I tell them I'm a life coach. And I'm pretty sure most of the people, when they hear that, are like, yeah, what is a life coach? Or I've heard of a life coach, but I have no idea what they do. So I figured I'd do a little video on what a life coach actually is. I want to start off kind of what a coach isn't. One, we're not therapists. Therapists are great, but therapists are really good about healing the past. So they're experts in healing your past, whether it's trauma or just, things that you need to work through in order for you to move forward. We're not mentors. So mentors usually are experts in some sort of field or a profession or something that they do, and they are providing guidance and support from their expertise for that thing that you're trying to do. Well, a life coach in particular, or any type of coach, is more an expert in pulling out the expert in you. So we're not experts in any specific field. We're good at listening, good at guiding, good at holding space. Because you're the expert on you, and this is about your life, right? But what I really wanted to do today was share this beautiful description on what a coach is by Dr. Michael Arloski. And he is kind of one of the preeminent health and wellness coaches. It kind of started that field of health and wellness coaching. And I just think this is the most beautiful description of what a coach actually is. So I'm going to read it to you. It's called The Mountain. So it says, mountain guides do not climb mountains for people. Nothing is accomplished, really, if you hire me as your mountain guide and pay me merely to plant your flag on the summit while you sip martinis and observe me through a telescope down at the lodge. As your guide, I help you plan the climb. We assess your readiness for the climb, examine what you have and what you need in equipment and resources. So together we determine a route to take. We plan how long the journey will take and allow for elements we can't control, be it weather or a family crisis. We examine what your personal goals are. Are you a peak bagger or more into the sheer experience of the high country? We get clear on what a successful and fulfilling climb will be for you. Mountain guides do not make people climb mountains. The motivation for the climb has to be within the climber. During times of discouragement, I may lend support or even challenge you to reach a little deeper for strength I know you have. I also know that your chances of success are far greater if your motivation is internal. You want to climb this mountain. You are excited about it, and you anticipate that the journey will in itself be a large part of the pleasure of the experience. It works best when it is not fear-based motivation. You are not climbing the mountain because you are afraid of what will happen if you don't. Most importantly, your chance of success are far greater just because you aren't doing it alone. Knowing that I am there with you on the journey shifts your entire mental approach. You push through the temptation to turn back prematurely, as you may have done so often in the past. As you look over at me climbing beside you, you know I will hold you accountable to yourself to do what you said you have come to do. You also know that you retain your freedom. And if you choose to turn back, you will not be criticized for it. When we do summit, it is your flag that is planted, not mine, for this was your journey. It was you and the mountain. Your coach was like a good solid rope, a support. So that's what coaches do. This is about you, and we're just here to support you along the way. So I hope that gave a little bit more clarity on what a life coach is. So the next time you ask me what I do and I say I'm a life coach, now you know what I get to do all day, and I love it.